Building your business is like constructing a house. The service you provide is the foundation. It's what everything else depends on. It needs to be solid, reliable, and of high quality. But once the foundation is set, you can shift your focus to managing and growing the rest of your business. Providing consistent, top-notch service is absolutely essential because without it, your business can't stand. Once that's in place, you can shift your energy toward expanding, managing, and improving other aspects of the business. The key is that service remains the non-negotiable base. Everything else is built on top of that. Let's dive into where you will spend most of your time in your business, the management aspects, which are key to your success. There are 3 topics that we'll cover: business tools, time management, and money management. Let's start with your business tools. The first thing you need is a cell phone that works at all times. This is vital to communicate with customers, crews, and Bldg.Works personnel. Your voice message must say your name and Bldg.Works, and you must be sure that your mailbox isn't ever full. You will use text, calls, email, your camera, your Maps app, and inspection app, and others to run your business. You'll be running your business from your home office. You need a computer and a quality printer. There are many things you can do from your phone, but some things are much easier on a laptop or desktop computer. This is crucial for managing communications and operations. Our forms, tools, and many other resources are online, and a computer is the best way to access them. You also need a file cabinet, or at least a drawer, to keep your paperwork together and organized. You must have a calendar to avoid missing cleaning commitments, appointments with your customers, meetings with crews, and at your local Bldg.Works support office. There are many options to choose from. Find what works best for you. Next, you'll need business cards provided by Bldg.Works with your name, email address, and phone number. You must have liability insurance to enter and work in buildings. Your franchise agreement gives the required amounts of liability and other insurance you must have. These are the essential business tools needed to start and operate your business. Good time management is essential to your business as well as to your personal life. You'll need a weekly and monthly schedule on your calendar. We have weekly cycles and monthly cycles of things to do. Your weekly cycle includes checking on crews, inspecting buildings, meeting with customers, and managing inventory. Your monthly cycle will include a formal customer meeting, detailed inspections, and a meeting with operations personnel to review your progress. Make sure you have your personal life in order so that you can prioritize the business. Be ready to sacrifice some personal activities to make your business successful. We know that many of you have families, jobs, and hobbies. Starting a business is going to require great time management, sacrifice, and effort. Sacrifices are something you're absolutely going to have to make in this business. Be prepared to make such sacrifices as missing the Super Bowl or a birthday party or a wedding, a weekend getaway, a pool party, or a church event you may have to miss. Those things are going to come up. You won't know what's hard for you until you're challenged. When that customer says, "I need this to be done by this date," and things that you want to do, you cannot do. That's the difference between what you have to do and what you want to do. So, what does a typical week look like for a Bldg.Works franchise owner? Here are things that are part of the basic cycle to begin with. Every night you're out there working, we have a window of 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. to get things done in our buildings. But our system is designed so that everything is usually finished between 6 to 10 p.m. If you have daytime work, you want to be home at a reasonable time so you can function well the next day. There may be some nights where you're tending to buildings all night. Hopefully, those nights are few and far in between. On a nightly basis, you will check your crews and your buildings. If there's something not completed correctly, you want to know. You can sleep better with absolute confidence that everything is done right, done the way you want it to be done. If you have a lot of buildings, you may not get to every building every night. With a new crew, you will check the building every night. And with an experienced and trusted crew, you'll check your buildings at least on a weekly basis. One of the key aspects of inspecting buildings for us, quality control, is inspecting every one of your buildings each week. You'll learn more about managing a crew in another video. But meeting with crews, inspecting their work each night, and giving them feedback will be key to your success and theirs. Another thing you may want to do on a weekly basis is meeting with your customers. It's not necessarily a formal meeting, but an informal meeting. Or it may be just a wave and a hello. It's important for customers to see you in their buildings. We talk more about this in our customer management training. In our business, our weekends are not Saturdays and Sundays. Fridays and Saturdays are actually our weekends. So what do you do on Sunday? That's your detail day. That's the day you do everything to get started so that the rest of the week is fast and efficient. We typically work in the building Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights. Thursday night is a great time to inventory supplies and check equipment so that if something needs to be refilled or repaired, you can do it so you or your crews have it for the detail clean on Sunday. There are some buildings we clean in the daytime, but typically we clean in the evenings. It's good to see buildings in the light of day as your customers do, and Saturday or Sunday are the times to do that. Those are the basics of the weekly cycle. What do you do on a monthly basis? If you're cleaning your own buildings, you still have monthly tasks to complete. You do a monthly inspection of each building that is a more detailed inspection than your weekly inspection. Every month you have a formal meeting with your customers. It's good to have a standing appointment, the same time every month. You meet with them to have them fill out your service evaluation, talk to them about any concerns they have, find out if there are days or holidays they'll be closed, if they have any extra projects, such as cleaning windows or carpet care, etc. Once a month, you have a meeting called the Business Performance Review, or BPR, an hour or so long, with your operations team or your Bldg.Works support team. We sit down with you and thoroughly review your entire month's performance. How did you do? What are your strengths and challenges? If you have any concerns, how can we help you? It's an opportunity for us to review your entire business so that we can coach and teach you. It's an opportunity for you to tell us how we're doing. What can we do better? We're here to coach, train, guide, and support. But it's your responsibility to manage your time effectively so that things are done on a weekly, monthly cycle. You have to manage your time efficiently. Money management is the other priority. Setting financial goals and understanding the required volume and expenses is crucial. Plan for buffers to cover unexpected changes or losses. For example, in the beginning, maintain another source of income until the business can support itself. Adapt the business model to your personal situation, whether you're working full-time or with a partner. Whatever your source of income is in the beginning, make certain that your revenue source is maintained. Many are able to maintain their full-time work and still run the business in the evenings in the beginning. As the business grows, you have to rebalance your time more toward your business. Some people still maintain some type of a part-time position. Others have the luxury of being a husband and wife team. Whoever has the best job, the best career, with all the benefits, keeps that. The other one moves more into the business. So it's a personal decision that you make based on your particular needs and goals. Separate personal and business finances. Use business money solely for business needs. In the beginning, you'll handle service yourself for two reasons. One is to save money, which will be reinvested into the business. The other is it allows you to learn the system of service so that in the future you can train your crews effectively. The best way to learn is by doing. We want you to start slowly with one building and then another to learn our system and to give you time to adjust to a new schedule. If you start hiring crews from the beginning, you have money going out that you don't need to spend that you may not have. When you get another building, you may have to buy more equipment or hire a crew, and you'll be able to use the money in your business bank account for that. Typically, our franchisees clean their own buildings until they physically can't get them done in the 4-hour evening time frame, and then they start hiring crews. The timing is different for everyone. It depends on your buildings and the cleaning schedule for each. Some buildings will be cleaned once a week, some 2 or 3 times a week, and some could be 6 or 7 times a week. This is what makes starting this or any business difficult. You're putting in sweat equity, and every dollar that comes in gets fed back into the business. A new business is not strong enough to support itself and you. The business must be nurtured and grow to the point where it is able to support itself and have profit left over. Those are the monies that you can build your personal life with. You will have income coming in as soon as you start servicing a building, but the income must stay in your business bank account. The pressure of working long and hard hours and not having spendable money, instead of reinvesting everything back into the business, that's when the business owner must step up. I don't know if it'll be 6 weeks, 6 months, or a year. It's different for everybody, but there will come a time where you will question your opportunity, your business, your crews, and your customers. You must be willing to sacrifice in order to have the end reward. You're here to build something that you can actually retire with in time. It's up to you. One of the things that I want you to remember is a real business takes time and investment to build and grow. It's hard work. It's more than making money, though that's very important. You have the opportunity to create jobs, contribute to society, meet many wonderful customers, awesome crews, supportive franchise owners, and your Bldg.Works partners. A business that cares about its employees and customers tends to foster loyalty and engagement. It's exciting to own your own business, but also a lot of work. Let me give you an example of having a specific financial goal. Regardless of the amount of the goal, the following idea applies. Whether your objective is to make $50,000 or $500,000 a year, the same things apply. What do you need to accomplish to do that? What do you need to have in volume to do that? What are your expenses going to be? How much time will it take? Once you know those answers, you have to build in buffers. If you think it'll take you a year, prepare for a year and a half. If you think it'll be a gross billing of $10,000 a month, to be able to accomplish that, you better prepare for doing $12,000 a month. You get the idea. You will lose some customers due to no fault of your own. You may have economic conditions that come in. You may do something that was not the wisest of moves. Those are the things that you can sit down with your Bldg.Works team and discuss. Get coaching, help, and guidance on. Do not make the mistake of using your business dollars for personal needs. The business must reach a certain point where it can support itself and support you. Decide, how much do you want to have in your bank account each month after all business expenses have been paid? To keep the business strong, keep that amount in your business account, no matter what. There is a significant difference between building wealth and making money. Remember, building a business takes time and money for growth. It's important to stay committed through challenges. The rewards come with time and persistence.